And your son recently had some back surgery and really stressful for you. And how have you been able to like really keep maintaining this lifestyle during the stressful times? I know a lot of people, they something comes up, life crisis, and they go back to eating comfort foods and kind of drop off the wagon.
You know, it's so funny because I almost thought that I would. In fact, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I was eyeing things in the hospital cafeteria. It's like, all right, nobody would know, I'm here by myself. I was there for a week, and at first I was really gung ho, brought my fruit, people brought me fruit, and they had a really good salad bar, and my mom brought me salad and everything.
Nice.
And it seemed like almost like I had a guardian angel because every time I was this close to going down and seeing what, pizza, that's still vegetarian, something like that, how you rationalize, you can come up with an excuse for anything if you want it bad enough. But then my mom would be like, I made you this beautiful salad, and brought it to me. So it's almost like I had a guardian angel every time I needed it. But also, just, I have things I say to myself that really help me when I want to, I'll say to myself, you'll feel so much better if you don't. And that seems to be a powerful thing because it just resonates to me. I will feel so much better if I don't. It's not worth the 5 minutes of yum for the, days and weeks of regret and trying to sweat it back off in the gym or whatever. And another thing that I say to myself is just, well, what if you didn't right now? It's just kind of try to talk yourself out of it.
That's awesome.
And if you still want it, in an hour or 2 hours, then go ahead and have it. By then, I'm invariably distracted. So it really is, what if I just didn't do it right now? I think that's a lot of being successful in anything is just being able to talk yourself out of the things that you don't want to do.
That is great. I really love that strategy rather than saying, no, I can't have that. It's like, how about not right now and see how you feel later. I love that. That's the first time I've ever heard somebody say that. Like, that's the first time I've ever heard that way of looking at it, and I think that's amazing.
And it really does seem, if you make it for an hour or something, you're going to be distracted. And if you really want it in an hour, then it probably is something that maybe you should just go ahead and have and get out of your system. And there have been times when I've done that too. But most of the time, I can talk myself out of it by then.
That's awesome.
And it's like, talk yourself out of it and immediately have something good. Like, if you still want it after an hour and this apple, then you can have it. And you don't want it after an hour and an apple.
That is awesome. And what advice would you give for someone that out there that's lost a significant amount of weight, and but they still got a long way to go, so they're still hanging in there?
It's hard, I think of it as other people maybe have to climb a molehill, and I have a mountain, I built the mountain myself, but I have a mountain to climb, and it does take, it is kind of a trick of keeping yourself motivated over time, because it feels like somebody can lose, I lost 40 pounds in 6 weeks, and they're done, they're there, and I lost 40 pounds in 6 weeks, and I have 40 more to go in the next 6 weeks, and so on and so on. A lot of things I do is try to focus on the process, not the results. So, I want to eat a certain amount of fruit. I want to eat my greens. I want to get my smoothies in. Concentrate on those kinds of things instead of what the scale says, and just kind of let the pounds fall where they will. And I tell myself, and I think it's true, it's physically impossible to eat really, really healthfully and do everything right. At least for myself, I know my body. If I do the right things, it's going to respond the right way. So it's just kind of having faith that it's going to happen and not focusing so much on that. It's more of a process goal than instead of saying, I want to lose 100 pounds or 150 pounds or whatever, I want to stay on my plan today. I want to walk, if I walked 30 minutes yesterday, I want to try to walk 40 minutes next week or something. So I try to focus on what can I do today, because tomorrow will take care of itself. And the only thing that really has potential or has an opportunity is right now. What can I do right now that's going to get me closer to my goal? And just not think about how long it's going to take. Well, what if, it might take me 2 years to lose all the weight that I need to lose, but where will I be in 2 years if I don't? So that kind of thinking just screws you up anyway.
Right on. That's some awesome advice, and it's just been such a great time hanging out here with Mallory. We've been whipping up some raw goodies. She made some amazing pasta sauce, raw pasta sauce tonight, and zucchini noodles. And yesterday we had this awesome spread with all kinds of veggies and hummus.
Yes, that's what I call hummus. The raw zucchini hummus. Two things I want to tell people is, number one, you totally need to host Raw Dog and Amanda and Shadow and Isabel. No, seriously, how much fun is it to have a raw chef in your house? Hello, this has been amazing, and I've been like, I think this recipe could use a little something. What do you think? Or, you know, and then he totally ends up doing it for you. So no, I'm just saying. So that has been incredible. And then their daughter is beautiful. Their dog is the most. They won like the dog lottery, seriously. But then the other thing is just Amanda is so inspiring, and it's just reminding me so much of why I want to do it and why I want to do it now, and what else can I do to live my life now. You know, it's really, it's just an awesome, inspiring thing. And also, I want to say for anybody that might be new to raw or transitioning or even old to raw and just wants some really good, solid recipes that are not complicated, that use stuff you find in your grocery store, you don't have to mail away for, or, you know, go out foraging for, or whatever. Get Rory's book, Getting Raw. They did not tell me to say either one of those things. They're both going, what?
Oh.
But it's the best book. It's honestly the one I use the most. I come back to, you know, I come back to the websites, but I come back, of all the books on my shelf, the one I come back to the most is Getting Raw with the Raw Dog. And and you're hilarious. That makes it very... and it's the one I tell people that, or how did you do that way? You know, if I think that they're sincere, then that's the one that I recommend. So,
thank you so much.
Well, thank you guys for coming. I'm so excited. So excited to meet you for reals.
It was awesome. It was such a fun time.
Great.
Keep rocking it.
You
Found
too.
it. See you, everybody.